Hello guys, welcome to my this video, and in this video just I will keep continue my Angular shopping cart. So guys, in the previous tutorial I had shown you that if user add two products, I'm assuming if user add two products, so user can see on the cart icon he has added two products. There is the card icon on the header, and if user add four product or any number of products, so he can see the number how many products he has been added on the card icon. And in this video just I will show you that when user will go to the card details page, so he can see all the details of this product, how many products he has been added, so all the details of this products. So guys, this video will be most interesting, and don't skip this video, keep watching. If you skip, so you cannot understand what I'm doing. And guys, here before moving to my laptop, here I want to say one thing, that is if you have a laptop and if you want to buy a laptop bag, so here I have added two products on my description, two product link. So if you buy this from this link, so you will get 50% and 54% of discount for this laptop bag. So don't miss this offer, so go to description and buy this laptop bag. But guys, before make sure that when you are watching this video the offer is closed or not. So now let's move to my laptop.
So guys, this is the preview, and in the previous tutorial I had shown you that when I will add any product, suppose now already have added two product, so that's why it's showing two product. If I add one more, so you can see it's showing three product because I have added three product. And I will show you in local storage also, so I will inspect, and you know guys how to go local storage. And guys, if you are directly coming on this video, so you have to be my watch previous all the tutorials step by step Angular shopping cart. I have made a separate playlist of that, otherwise you will get a confused. So I will suggest, if you are directly coming on this video, so first of all watch my this tutorial and then watch this one, then it will be easy to you. And guys, I have added three product on the cart, so you can see it's added three product in the local storage. Okay, so I will zoom in little bit of, so you can see. So here you can see that is three product, it's stored into the local storage because I have stored three product. Okay, so if I add one more, its product already added, so now you can see it's showing four product because I have added four product in the local storage. Okay, so if I clear the local storage, so if I click and now if I refresh, so you can see here it will be shown the 0 because now in the local storage no product is added. And if I click again, so you can see in the local storage it's added one product and it's showing one. So this I had shown you in the previous tutorial. And now guys, in this tutorial, so now you can see I have added two products. So now when I will go to the cart details page, so here is the only one static product I have added. But here I have to do one thing, that is I have added two products, so here I will get two product details in the cart details. And if I add three products, so when I will go to the cart details page, so here I will get three product. I mean how many product I have added into the cart, all the product details I will get in this cart details page. So now in this tutorial just I will do that. Okay, and after the next tutorial I will do, in after getting all the product which I have added into the cart, then from here how I can increase and decrease the quantity. And after the next tutorial just I will show how you can single delete and delete all the product when I will click this removal item button. Okay, so in this tutorial just I will show you how you can get all the product details which have been added into the cart. So for that, just this is my cart component, so I have to open the cart component. So I will move to my editor. So here you can see I have already cart component.html at cart component.ts file. So in the HTML file, first of all I will show you that here is the table format. This is image, price, quantity, subtotal, and remove item, both are heading. So here this is the heading, image, price, quantity, subtotal, and remove item. And in this table just now here is the one static product you can see I have added. Okay, so here you can see in the table, but now here I have to be take this product from the local storage. So for that I can do one thing, in the cart component.ts file, just below the ng on init, just here I can write a method. So method name I can write cart details. Okay, and parenthesis and curly braces. So now here you can write this way: if local storage dot get item. So first of all I will check in local there in the local storage I have if there are added any product or not. So I'm adding the product in the local cart keyword, because you can see the key is local cart, and inside this key I am storing all the value. So everything I have explained, what is key, local storage key, and how to get the product, everything. So you have, if you are not understanding, so you have to watch me all the previous tutorials step by step. So here I will copy this key, local cart key, and I will write here. Here I have to write inverted comma, and now curly braces. So first of all I'm checking if local storage dot get item local cart. That means suppose if I remove from here, so now in this cart nothing is local storage. So when in the local storage there will be nothing, so that time it will be nothing. But when I will get any key or any key or the value, then I will do our condition. Okay, so now I'm getting a key local cart, and inside this key I have added a product. Okay, so I'm getting this local cart. Okay, so because in the local storage get item I have written local cart, so that means I'm getting now. So now I will write a condition, that is here I will write a variable first of all outside this function. So get cart details. So variable name you can write as per your choice. Every time I says that. And now the type is any. And guys, if you don't know why I have written any, so again I will say you have to be watch my another tutorial, or you have to be watch my all the Angular playlist, all the tutorial, then you will get everything, because I make all the video shortly, separate all the video. Okay, local storage, why we use any, all the video you will get in my channel. And now here in this variable just I will get the value of the local storage, I mean how many product I have added. Okay, so for that just here I will write this dot this variable, so get cart details and equals to n. Now in this variable I will store this product. So here I will write local storage dot get item, and which one, this key, because in this local cart key I'm storing all the value of the product. This is the local cart key, and which how many product I will add, it's storing in this local cart key. You can see here now I have added 2 products, so it's storing showing 2 product in this local cart key. So if I get key once, so I will get all the value of this product, and this one I have explained so already. So now I'm getting all the value. So how I can check? But before that guys, I told you when we store any value in the local storage, then we store as a JSON format. So this you can see this value are into a JSON format, JSON string. So now when I'm getting this value, so I have to be convert it own format. So how we can do that? Just here we write JSON dot parse. So JSON dot parse this way, parenthesis, and inside this parse just I will write this, save. And now I will do one thing in the console, just I will check I'm getting all the value which I have added into the local storage or not. So console dot log, and inside this console just I will print this variable, because in this variable I have stored our local storage value, this key. So I printed, but just I have added this method. I did not call in this method. So where I will call, because guys, so here you can see some first of all we will be home component. Okay, and from the home component we will add any value into the cart, and then we will go to the cart for checking if the value is all, for checking all the details of the product which we will add on the cart. So when I'm going cart page, so this time it's loading a cart component. You can understand, guys, when I'm coming a cart component, so it's loading cart component. So when a cart any component load, so this time it's called ng on init lifecycle hooks. So guys, if you don't know lifecycle hook, so you have to watch my another tutorial what is lifecycle hook. So lifecycle hook, here I will give you the brief idea. Lifecycle hook means in the jQuery we write document dot ready document dot onload. That means when our page is load, so this time the jQuery will be called, or you can say jQuery will be fire. So here Angular provides our lifecycle hooks. So this the constructor is not a lifecycle hook. So ng on init, ng after view unit, these are the lifecycle hook, and all the lifecycle hook call on the different time. So ng on init call when our page is load. So this time this function, so this function we need when our page will be load. Okay, so for that I will call this function inside this ng on init. So I will copy this cart details method, and inside this ng on init I will write this dot method name parenthesis. So now I will check in the console. Okay, so now I can see I have added two product now in the cart. So in the console it should come two product, so it's not coming. Okay, now it's coming. Okay, so it was not refreshed, so now I refresh, so it's coming. It's coming two product. Suppose if I add this product, that means three product, and now if I go to the cart page, so you can see now it's coming three product. So that means you can see here three product. That means in this cart details variable I am getting properly all the local storage value. I mean all local, not all local storage, I mean all the value of this local cart key. Okay, so now I'm getting inside this variable. So now I have to be take this value which I'm getting here. So in this value I have to be write in our HTML. Here now it's a static, so now I have to make it dynamically. So here I have to write a for loop, and then the value I will get from there. So for that, first of all here I have to write a for loop. So I'm storing all the value in this variable. So I will copy this variable, and guys, you know I think how to write ng for of loop. So here this tr row, so guys, okay, this one I will minimize so it will be easy to understand. And this is the tr row, so I will make a loop of this row, because here I will show you that just I will decrease. So this is the row, and this is td image. These are the heading: image, price, quantity, subtotal, remove item, and all this item. This is td, this 400 is a td, this quantity button inside a td, all the are into a td. If I show you again, so here you can see all the things are into the td, and these are the heading. So I don't need to make a loop of this heading, because heading will be the same for all the product, but product will be different, which I am adding here. So for that I will make a loop of this tr. So here guys, if you have any doubt or any confused, because cart shopping cart is the big topic, so here if you getting confused or any doubt, so you can ask me on comment. Okay, so now here I will write a for loop. So ng for equals to, this is the syntax, and double inverted comma, and here I have to take a variable late, and now variable. So variable name I will write local card detail. Okay, so you can write any name, just for showing purpose just I have written this name, get card detail of and this get card detail. So here don't be confused, this is detail and this is details. Okay, here is s, so they both are not a similar. Okay, this is the one. Now I have assigned this variable, and inside this variable now I have assigned all the value of this variable. This variable means here this variable. So our off loop means if I use for off loop, that means we can get all the object property and object value. So that for that we use off loop. So guys, if you don't know what is for off loop, for in loop, so you can check my JavaScript tutorial. I have a separate of JavaScript tutorial, so you can go to my playlist and check JavaScript tutorial. There I have shown what is for off loop, for each loop, everything I have shown that. So this is for off loop. So now I'm getting in this variable everything. Okay, so now here I will copy this variable, because I have assigned of the card in this variable. So now here I have to do one thing, just I will remove now this static image. Okay, so double curly braces, because I will bind now and this variable dot and image is coming this object property. So I will open one object property and image is coming, the property name is img. So I will copy this one and here I will paste, and the same way this rupees. Okay, so again I will bind the rupees. So here from here I will copy this variable, because all the value now I'm getting this variable. So this variable dot and rupees is coming by this amount variable. Okay, so amount, and the same way again I will bind the quantity. So curly braces, I'll copy this variable once and dot, and now this quantity is coming by this variable. So here you can see. So if I save, so let's see in the card details page it's coming or not. So let's see it's coming dynamically or not, because I make it dynamically. So guys, you can see it's coming dynamically. I have added 3 products, so you can see it's coming 3 products. So suppose now if I add 4 products, so it's added 4. So if when I will come, you can see 4 products. So first of all I will remove, because the deletes button I have not written the function, so again and again I have to become this in the local storage, and I have to be delete all the product. So if I delete once, so here you can see it will be removed from here all the product. So you can see now all the product is removed from here. So again I will go to the home, and now I will add 1 product. So you can see it's added 1, and I will go to the details. You can see it's added 1. So I will come again, and suppose if I add this product, so you can see it's product 2. So you can see it's added 2 products. So now I'm getting dynamically. Okay, so guys, here you can see now it's perfectly. And now guys, in the next tutorial I have to be do one thing, that is this if I show you in this video, so the video will be so long. Okay, so in the next tutorial, so I have to be do one thing. First of all, that is I have to be write the total also, because you can see now the price is 400. Okay, so when I will increase here, so now it's this function also is not ready. So when I will increase the value, so the quantity will be 2, so price is 400, so 2 into 400, so subtotal will be 800. Okay, so 8, and here suppose 400, so 800 and 400, the total will be 1200. So I have to make this also here. So in the next tutorial I will do step by step, and I will continue step by step. So in this video just I will do this. So I hope guys this video is helpful to you, because guys, cart is most important. Every e-commerce site we need that. So if you don't forget to like this video, guys. And if you want to get more videos and more update of cart, because in the next tutorial I will do this this quantity, everything I will do step by step. So if you want that, so please subscribe and press the notification bell icon to get more update, because when I will upload this video, so you can watch this video. Okay, so you can press the notification bell icon, so then you will get a notification when I will upload any video. And guys, don't forget to like this video.